defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He was brought down by Carlos Berkeley. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
49. 49. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Levis back to throw. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
result is a first down.
Hold on, like 90.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Waddle, the motion man right.
29's down, 22 Rita.
Levis. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Hey, Mayday. 20 Rita.
Levis looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
454, like 54. 19, 30, go!
Now Levis. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 60 Bison. Check out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Ready? Panther 6, ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw here is incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Warrior 70, set up. Viking 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80. Trap 50, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18 cards, come 19. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete.
First down. Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Let go.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Puka Nacua, 26 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Seven, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Right side 4. On. And a team.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
brings up second and
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd and 5.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
2nd and 10.
49, like 49.
Here's Levis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Levis going back to the air. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
like 13. 18.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
54, like 54. 18. Go, Tracy.
Levis to throw it. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
90. 18. 54 readers. 20 readers. Down, 29 readers. Hey, mayday. 29's down, 22 readers.
Levis from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
18. Hot. 22 wins.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Like 49.
Levis completes this out wide. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him,
and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. Touchdown! Chigga in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Visitors 14. Our home team 7. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down and 6 now.
Come on. Set. Liking, hey, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
This is caught by Williams. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On the jump. Ready. 70 Rangers. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Levis back to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Levis. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Levis out of the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Levis looking to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Levis sets up to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to take the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Visitors 21. Our home team 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
19, Sergeant. Not saying 19. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the
Well, that's the fear any defense has. When the quarterback gets involved in the running game, you don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On the set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw again. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready. 18 caught. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Ready up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Head the street. Let go.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On, right 29. And 24 Linda, track to the green.
Here's Levis. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
29 down, 22 Rita.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And this is going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
32-yard line.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Levis, quick completion out wide. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Levis to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
49! 49!
Here's Levis. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he rifles one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Man, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now third and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Crack all 80. Seven Pirates. Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mason Graham forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Go! Viking, 18. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Dragon, 60. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
This is first and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Here we go, first and goal.
Ready! Touch the eagle! Ready!
They'll try to run this one in. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Tag! Shot left, Panthers! Ready!
They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score our home team 48, visitors 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's first and 10. Levis to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Probably time for two more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's second down. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Final 2 seconds. This is it. One final try here for Will Levis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yeah. say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place. True indeed. Yes, I got record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, fight Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, man, do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the Flip Mode Squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, Flip Mode is the squid dog. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which, throw my flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio.